Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. As always, thanks so much for clicking on this video and chilling out here as we talk about some movie news. I just want to say it's always a great day whenever we get to talk about some Monsterverse news. And it looks like we've got some pretty interesting news on our hands here for the Monsterverse franchise going into the future. Kaitlyn Dever, the actress who most people know from No One Will Save You, that movie that came out a few years back, the alien invasion movie. She's also going to be Abby in the upcoming Last of Us Season 2, which a lot of people are excited for. So this actress, one of the hottest actresses, in Hollywood working today. So people are going to be very, very excited that she's been added to the Monsterverse franchise. But this comes to us from Deadline, so it's one of the most reputable outlets when it comes to movie news, so we can take this to the bank that it's actually happening. But without further ado, let's get into this article, let's break down this information, and let's see what's going on with the Monsterverse going forward. So, like I said, this comes to us from Deadline. Legendary Godzilla x Kong sequel adds Kaitlyn Dever to the cast. I think it's a fantastic choice. I mean, like I said, one of the hottest actresses today in Hollywood. A lot of people were like killing to work with her. The fact that they cast her as Abby in The Last of Us Season 2, one of the most pivotal characters in Season 2 of The Last of Us. And they know that she's going to do great things with the Abby character. And, obviously Legendary, have caught on to the fact that she's a great actress and they want her in the Monsterverse, which is great news. So, everyone's favorite Titans are getting a new human co-star for their follow-up Godzilla x Kong. Sources tell Deadline that Kaitlyn Dever is in negotiations to join the cast in the latest sequel to Legendary's Monsterverse movie. Okay, so she's in negotiations, so she hasn't been officially cast as of yet. Okay, so that's just kind of a footnote that we need to put on this video just for a second. So she's in negotiations. It's not 100% lock, but she's in negotiations. So Grant Spator steps in as director, following in the footsteps of Adam Wingard, who directed the last two movies from a script by David Callahan. The new movie is described as a continuation of the franchise, centering Godzilla and Kong and the assortment of other Titans. Insiders say that while Kong and Godzilla will still be fronting the film, Legendary is looking to build on its human characters, and the first logical choice landed on Kaitlyn Dever, whose star has been on the rise for some time. She now joins the franchise as it combines character-driven storytelling with signature epic scale and Titan clash and action in Spator's vision. I mean, this is the thing, isn't it? I mean, when it comes to the Monsterverse, you can never please everyone because there's always that kind of, the old argument about, when is it too much human story in a Godzilla Monsterverse type movie? People complain that there's too many humans. People complain there's not enough humans. So trying to get that line right between having the Titan action, but also having a great narrative and plot thread surrounding human characters that are actually interesting, that makes sense. It's that fine balance of trying to tread the line between the human story and the Titan story at the same time, and it's a difficult thing to pull off, but I think that in Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire, I think they did a quite a good job with balancing that. I mean, that movie was silly as hell, don't get me wrong, but it was such a fun time at the cinema, and most people love that movie, and I'm very excited to see where they go next in the franchise. So 2024's Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire, which was released by Warner Brothers, was the franchise's highest grossing installment and the highest grossing Godzilla film of all time at $571.9 million at the worldwide box office. So yeah, it did great numbers as well. I mean, being the highest grossing Godzilla film of all time. If that doesn't tell you that people are interested, then I'm not sure what will. But as this Monsterverse goes along, it's getting bigger and bigger every film that comes out. It gets a bit more ridiculous with every film that comes out as well. But, I just embrace the ridiculousness of the Monsterverse, and I'm sure most of you guys do as well. So the next entry will feature several new human characters alongside Godzilla and Kong as they face off against cataclysmic, world-ending threats. Best known for her roles in the Emmy-winning Hulu series Dope Sick and the 2019 film Booksmart, Dever will next star in the Netflix limited series Apple Cider Vinegar, on which she also serves as an executive producer, and can be seen in the second season of HBO's The Last of Us. She is represented by UTA and Felker, Suddleton, McGuinness, and Ryan. Probably butchered that. But yeah, I mean, this is what people are most excited for. Kaitlyn Dever being Abby in Season 2 of HBO's The Last of Us. I mean, like I keep saying, the Abby character, it cannot be understated how important she is to The Last of Us, the overall narrative and plot of that entire franchise. So casting Kaitlyn Dever, they obviously believed that she could bring something great to the Abby character. That Abby character has to stand out against, you know, against all the other characters, and she has to make us believe that she's the Abby from the games, and that, you know, she has the same convictions, and, you know, so if they believe in her that much that she could play Abby, then I think she could do great things with the Monsterverse as well. So, 10 years strong, legendary Monsterverse is an expansive cross-platform story. Universe centering around humanity's battle to survive in a world facing catastrophic new reality. The monsters of our myths and legends are real. Beginning with Godzilla in 2014 and continuing through to 2017's Kong Skull Island, 2019's Godzilla King of the Monsters, which I think is my favorite one so far, 2021's Godzilla vs. Kong, and the most recently record-breaking Godzilla x Kong The New Empire. The Monsterverse has grossed more than $2.5 billion at the global box office, and has expanded into an event series such Monarch Legacy of Monsters. I found that series okay. I wasn't that hot on it, but I understand what they were going for. But yeah, it's grossed over 2.5 billion. So, you know, this latest Godzilla x Kong The New Empire, biggest Godzilla movie of all time at the box office. The actual franchise has generated over $2.5 billion. They've expanded into an Apple TV series. So they're going full steam ahead with this franchise. They know that they've got gold here, and they're just, you know, trying to mine that gold of the Godzilla IP. And absolutely, they're doing great things. Even though it's ridiculous, like I keep saying, it's just fun. It's just turn your brain off and have fun with it. But yeah, Kaitlyn Dever, the upcoming Abby in The Last of Us Season 2, is now going to be in the Monsterverse. That's exciting, guys. That's really, really exciting. So jump into the comment section. Let me know what you think about this news. Do you think it's a good casting choice, a bad casting choice? And does it get you a little bit more excited, however small that may be, for what's coming in the future for the Monsterverse? It definitely does for me, guys. So thank you so much for being here, guys. Make sure you hit that like and consider becoming a subscriber of the channel if you haven't already. It goes a long way to supporting the content, so I'd really, really appreciate that, guys. And as always, I will see you in the next video.